Rewind. Retro Rewind. One-on-one.
Hey, this is Joey McIntyre. Thanks for logging on to RetroRewind.com.
Visit Retro Rewind's website at www.retrorewind.com. RetroRewind.com.
Hi everybody, Dave Harris with Retro Rewind. A pleasure to once again be in the presence of our good friend Joey McIntyre.
You are in my presence.
You know, not only that,
You're not
man,
with me. You're in my presence.
I'm here. I'm in
Right.
your little oxygen
I'm not
area.
in your presence. You're in my presence.
I know. I can tell. With all this gold and platinum on the wall here.
Hey,
Maybe we'll get a shot at that later. But it is a pleasure to be here, brother. It's been a year since the last time we really sat down.
Sit down, yeah.
Yeah. And of course, we were in the midst of a discussion promoting The Block.
Yes.
And your tour.
Yeah.
Very successful. And the good thing is...
Not too shabby.
No, not at all.
No.
And the guys are back, and now everyone's kind of, taking a little break, doing on a little hiatus.
Well, break from group activities, but we've all been busy doing our own stuff, which is fun.
It's great for the fans because then they get a little bit of, a section of each of you.
Yeah.
So we're very glad to be here to talk about your new EP, which is called Here We Go Again. Now, an EP, a lot of people have been asking what that is, and it stands for extended play. Back in the 70s and 80s, the most, or the least, I should say, the least amount of tracks you could have on an album to be considered an album was 8 tracks. Yeah. So you've got 7. So, when you said you wanted an EP, at least you kept it real.
I packed the biggest EP punch, you know what I'm saying? If I'm going to go with something, I'm going to go all the way. Yeah. So I'm going to go to the limit, take it to the limit. So I went 7 songs.
You really did.
I had no idea that was the
cutoff?
The ramifications of an EP and an album. I thought it was less, but
it is.
Thanks to Dave, we now know. Yeah. And so subliminally, I probably knew.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Of course you did. You've been in the business for a long time. You know this stuff.
But cool. No, I'm excited about it. Very excited.
And I'm not just saying this because we're friends or I'm a fan. This album, look at me, this EP.
I think you can still call it an album, though, no?
I think,
because it's the difference between an EP and an LP, a long play.
That's what it is.
A long play was 8 songs or more. An EP was 7 songs or less.
Because when I say
an album, can be,
It is because, when I say his new album is out, and they're like, boy, you really are retro, Dave. What is that out?
Oh, album, yeah.
But an album
instead of CD.
Exactly. But
the CD is a compact disc. Yeah. What is on the disc is an album of songs.
A collection. And that's what an album is. It stands for collection. We're getting really...
School's in session, man.
Oh, bro, we're here, bro.
Wow.
Yeah. So I would just say album just because we can.
Yeah.
And I really do love it. I know your fans are going to love it, but the thing that I'm excited about is I think you're going to gain some new fans over this. Mm-hmm. And I think you're going to impress some people that will go, wow, this is Joey McIntyre. It's amazing because I think every song on this album, it really counts. As I said to the listeners of my show, that this could be a mini greatest hits album as far as I'm concerned, because there's not one. Let's be honest.
Clunker.
You throw songs on there for album cuts.
Yeah. I mean,
but not this one, bro.
That happens. I mean, my last studio album of original stuff was 10 songs too. So I don't like filler. I just don't believe in it. So. These 7 songs are great, and I'm excited about them. And as far as like, wow, this is Joey McIntyre, I guess so. I mean, I've never been one to, even contemplate, quote unquote, changing my image or anything like that. Yeah. I am who I am. I like a lot of different kinds of music, but the idea is to change and grow and push the envelope, and that's what I've done with this music.
I think you have. I mean, the beautiful thing about your background and your skill, your talent, is you can really pretty much sing. Hey, he paid me. Don't worry about this. No, is that you can do a lot of things. You're very eclectic with the type of music that you like and stuff, and you've sang a lot of different styles. This is something that is a different approach for you that you just nailed, man. And
cool, man.
These great songs, as the world already knows, or will know, because it comes out December 8th, right? So it's coming out in a couple days or so. But once they get their hands on this, they're going to be.
Yeah.
So if you don't mind, let's run down some of the songs.
Okay.
And we'll just start
blow
off
by blow, if you will.
Let's do this, because let's get this, if you will, right?
Yeah.
Here We Go Again, the title track, lead-off single. A lot of energy. I think a lot of people were, I don't want to say surprised, but very intrigued.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked having that response. I mean, I had really diehard fans that were like,
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, all right.
That's what I did, actually, too.
And it was like, and I like that, you know what I mean? Because, you can always depend on, and I get it. I think there's such a connection to, these people that have supported me for so long that it's sort of, sometimes it's hard not to like something. Everybody's got a favorite artist, you know what I mean? There's people that, no matter what the artist or what the kind of music it is, you just fall in love with it because it's your favorite artist and you've grown to follow them and love them but so it's kind of fun in a way to get sort of like all right, and maybe it grows on you as opposed to just like you embrace it wholeheartedly from the first listen. But I think that being said, I think it's still just it really kicks some butt, and it's really just banging down the door. I mean, there's other songs on the album that I thought were maybe fuller songs, and I usually go for the more straight up best all around song, to go with my first single. Yeah. But there's always a song on the album that's like, now, if I really wanted to go there, I would pick this one.
Yeah.
Like on Meet Joe Mac, it was If I Run Into You.
Yeah.
That was like a crazy song, but it was so poppy.
Yeah.
But I felt it didn't totally fit where I was,
Yeah.
And then, there's other songs, like maybe I could have done the same thing with on 809 and so on and so forth. But this one, to me, this really kind of says something. And I think that, I just think that this was the no-brainer. You just go for it with Here We Go Again and knock down the door, and then there's lots more to follow.
Retro Rewind! Visit Retro Rewind's website at www.retrorewind.com. RetroRewind.com. Listen to past shows and find lots of information on your favorite artists of the 80s and 90s.